Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be playing some Space Age. But first off, just to catch everyone up who's watching on VOD, when they do so, hang on a sec, got my settings wrong. The most recent Friday Facts was 437, and which was about the cargo pod, a deep dive on it, which was let's call it a feature, something that they added just before launch. It wasn't in the game during any of the beta testing period. And it's a really nice addition. It's a really good bit of animation, and I found it very interesting. Friday Facts. My video has gone live. My video went live at 12 o'clock today, GMT. I found it a really interesting one. And give me a chance to wibble on about a bunch of stuff that I usually do my normal thing. Hello, Baker Magician. How you doing? Yes, so that was the most recent one. I don't think there's anything particular to say about it. It does feel like it's been set up. I said this in the thing, and it's one of the videos I want to do. It's like my sort of wish list for mods, basically. Things I'd like mods to add on. Because I think that'd be an interesting thing to speculate about. Because, to say, this one in particular felt very much like it's been sort of set up for modding, because I think you could easily add some quite interesting things just by fiddling about with this, basically, which is the order in which animations plays. You wouldn't even have to put in new ones. You could just get it to do other different and interesting stuff. But yeah, so that's the most recent Friday Facts. Let's pop over to the game. We are about to go to Fulgora. That's the plan for today. We will be playing on Fulgora. My girlfriend is obsessed with Glebar. We've accessed rare beacons and modules, and your outputs start to skyrocket. The beacon change is nice. I've been using one beacon builds, and they're very strong. Yeah, as you see, I haven't really made any quality beacons yet. It does feel, to me, I don't know, I bet it's a mistake, like I made the mistake. I always used to make the mistake playing through of never doing any modules, basically, until I got level 3. And eventually I worked out that they're actually really powerful as soon as you can get them, type of thing. So I haven't done anything with quality, particularly with... So I've made quite a lot, I think, of quality modules. So I've got literally hundreds of them, but I haven't actually put them in anywhere. I also find the sort of interface for upgrading things a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest with you. Why have I got 2? Oh, one's level 1s, okay. So yeah, I've got hundreds of them at level 1. Oh no, I set that so high. But yes, so the other thing, I need to just recap on the little bits I've done. I only did them today. I've had a really terrible week, to be honest with you, from all sorts of points of view, but we won't dwell on that. But yeah, so literally today I've been doing some tweaking. So you will see some popping up saying we're getting some attacks, because one of the things I did, and when we got back from Volcanus, what we could do is I could just hop in, because I don't think I want to do anything different. I have kind of fiddled about with various requests and recipes and stuff, so this is one of the things I've done. I've added on the green belts. For some reason I completely forgot about them, like I did with the cliff explosives. I sort of totally forgot to build them. I mean, not that I'm anticipating use them necessarily. I don't think I'm even using a blue belt, but at least we've got them being made. But yeah, so I've been fiddling about with the results. The other thing I figured out, the whole trashing thing, is like ridiculously simple, because the reason I was struggling, I think, was because I've gotten used to using the logistics request system, where it stacks them and you have the trash everything. And so I was expecting there to be a trash everything button, but there is no trash everything button. Instead, if you just want to cap the number in there and get it to get rid of excess automatically, you just set the top, which is what I've always done with my logistics requests. But I sort of stopped doing it when we got the logistics groups, and then obviously that's how you do it on this. Now, obviously, it doesn't get rid of... If you've got something like, I don't know, if I had iron plate on this, for example, for some reason, I would have to set a request and set it to 0 and there's no button to get rid of things that aren't in this listing. But so if you want exactly 50 belts or 50 undergrounds, you set both the top and the bottom, and then, say 30 get dropped down because I've used 30. When it sends a rocket with the full amount, it'll then just get rid of the rest, basically. So it's obviously a bit weird what it's doing, but of course the drop pods are completely free. So yeah, so that was a really simple fix. Hello, German. How you doing? How you been a while? Just been playing the expansion. I hope you've been enjoying it. Hope you've been having fun. Have you got to the Shattered Planet yet? I wonder if anyone's actually got to the Shattered Planet. What counts as that distance? Somebody must have, but yeah, I can't really see that being a often achieved goal, shall we say. Yes, so Volcanus, as I say, what I did, well, one thing I did do, this is totally full of rubbish, so I just unrequested it and, put in some more storage just to cover it all. I'm going to end up with all my planets just having tons and tons of rubbish on them, but, I mean, that's fairly normal for me anyway. Yes, so all I did was I popped in some foundries and set the recipes and logistic request everything over. So we've at least got a little bit of production. We don't have very much loot, partly because it's obviously going into the blue ones as well. And I don't think I built that much, did I? No, we ended up with just a couple. In fact, we could probably add some more on, because I imagine... Yeah, I just set this up. In fact, we've got lots and lots of heavy production for no purpose other than to make loot, which is a bit weird, isn't it? I wonder if I could maybe... Oh, actually, I'm not going to put modules in them, but if we just do a copy and a paste, will that reach? That should reach. Yeah, so add a bit more lube on since we've added that extra demand. So yeah, so otherwise this is as was. On Nowvis, what I did, and why we're getting these alerts, is because I added artillery. So they've also done this. This must have come in one of the updates this week, where they've tweaked the icons. They made them a little bit more cartoony, I guess. What I quite like that they've done is that, because Alt-G is like the shortcut for the green wire, and Alt-R is the shortcut for the red wire, and Alt-C is the shortcut for the copper. The G there, the green, that's a G, basically, if you look at it. It's a little small case G, and that's a uppercase R. And there's sort of a C in there-ish, if you imagine it. So I quite like that. That's quite a nice little touch, that it's basically the shortcut saying, green wire, red wire. Yes, but so we now have artillery coverage, basically. One of the things that's interesting with that is I was obviously playing with it, testing it, and the nests are sufficiently kind of... Oh, here we go. Here's a good example. They're sufficiently tough that a single artillery shell can't pop them. And, of course, now we have both the artillery shell damage and of course, shooting speed. Shooting speed was always a little bit pointless, but it feels like that's probably a bit more important, because now you can, shoot quicker and get rid of the... because they do have recovery as well, obviously, Ness. It's not that quick. So it's, they're not going to recover very quickly, but eventually they will. I don't know, can it ticking up? So it's going 135, 15355. So it's just slowly ticking up, sort of thing. So overcoming that might be a fairly useful thing to have more shooting speed from. Obviously, the production of shells is limited by the imports from Volcanus, because it has calcite, but that's sort of irrelevant. Where the heck is that build? In fact, I've got the alts off for some reason. Yes, so these are all sort of sat here waiting for tungsten plate, which is the major import from Volcanus. And obviously this is a bit slow. I've still not been brave enough to take all my requests off. So yeah, although I think actually 400 is probably a bit high anyway. But yeah, so that's what slows this down, really. I should really remove one of the thrusters on it, because it's sort of a bit pointless using two, really. But anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, so I did a lot of fiddling about with the requests. So Fulgora Express now, for example, I've tidied all this up so that it'll just request exactly what it wants, and added a few more things on. Right, so I say I'll hop into the... I was going to do that anyway, wasn't I? And then I didn't do it. So if we go up to Sweet Rise, Sweet Rise has tons of stuff in it. It should be okay for Fulgora. The slight restriction I got on Fulgora that I forgot, I didn't put enough of the cargo bays on, so it's actually dumped a load of stuff on the ground. Right, so catch up with chat again. Can't imagine more than like 5% of the player base getting Prometheum Science packs. Yeah, the packs even, yeah. But I mean to say, you've then got that, is it 100,000 kilometres or something to get to the Shadow Planet? It's a ridiculous distance. And if you watch some of the videos where people are like making the journey, as it were, and not even getting there, they're like lobbing out nukes, and it's just this sea of like, you know, huge Prometheum asteroids sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not actually sure. I mean, it feels like almost performance would tank before you really kind of got there. Yeah, so we need to head to Fulgora. Cool. Made some Prometheum Science, but my platform doesn't have what it takes now, I say. I think it's going to be, well, they're a challenge, exactly. He's got the achievements and turned back home for safety. Wow, that quality selector change, the button instead of a drop down seems nice. Are you not on this version then? Yeah, I quite like it. It's they've also tweaked, so if I just randomly do something. So instead of both, it was it Control Alt before? But it's just Alt now. So you just hold Alt and scroll. And it's easier to see what's going on. I still find going down, I sort of expect to go down for some reason. But yeah, I quite like this change. And it's also, it sort of applies it irrespective of what you're doing, if you see what I mean. So if we were to go like that, you have to still do it every time. I wish you could set it just right. I want everything to be quality something. But yeah, it just lets you, you know, it's now set and you can fiddle around. And you can see very obviously what's been set there. But yeah. Hello, Elemento. Welcome. Afternoon. 4 million kilometres. Is it 4 million? I thought it was. Oh no, the achievement is 100,000, isn't it, or something like that, or get 100,000 or something like that. Let's pop you on manual. And we will just drop down. Oh, hang on. Hello, Pete Schmidt. How you doing? Hello. Finished the game yesterday. Collected some asteroids even. My factory is doing 5 kilometres. 5,000 sites per minute, even before the first research productivity. Cool. Well done. Congratulations. You're way ahead of me. Currently doing the artillery damage upgrades that will finally kill biter spawners with one hit. Indeed. Yeah, so that's what I need to do. I might pop them on, but I think I'll leave it for a little while. Just kind of let everything stabilise, because I say I've got so many requests coming in, I think, for, you know, the, what should we call it, the tungsten. Not enough to fill one rocket, that's an interesting statement. Why is that then? Why is that? Because they've not got enough molten iron. Oh! It's not even connected to anything. Why is that? Why is that not connected to anything? Okay. I guess from where I was fiddling about before. Why have you even got a power pole there? That's very strange. Let's do that. And the thing might just... That. One thing that I can't get out of the habit of is holding shift. Because to me this is ghost mode. But obviously you don't need to, it's just automatically places it as ghosts. Anyway, is this pipe full? The pipe is full, so that's probably just ever so slight error on my part. I'm wondering about maybe putting some beacons in, because I think we've still got, yeah, absolutely oodles of power. Cool, so hopefully that'll make some of that. And obviously it's going to science as well, so there is a bit of a draw on it. You're not working. You are working now. Oh, you're not quite getting enough. Tungsten. Okay. Maybe we need this to be red belt then. do. I held shift again there, you see. It's just this habit that I cannot get out of. There we go. That'll do. That'll do them. We're on a different planet. We need to be focused on this planet. So I guess if I turn that on, are there any bots here? I don't think there are they? I don't think I've built anything at all. Really. Okay, so let us hop down. Oh, there's a... What should I call it now? How about we put one there instead? And then... Oops. Boop-de-boop. I looked at the numbers of what scrap gives you. It's absolutely horrible at making science. It would take me almost 300 recyclers with some speed and prod to make the stone necessary for 1k purple science alone. Absolutely horrible at making science. To make stone necessary. Not entirely sure. Oh, you mean as in, so to make the rail... Oh, I see. As in to build the stuff. Seems like Fulgora should be wonderful to make yellow science, but there's a huge problem. You need 3 LDS and 2 blue chips for the recipe. You get 3% blue chips and 1% from LDS from scrap. You need so much more LDS than blue chips. It's a bit silly. Is that with... Because don't you have... I've not really looked at it because I'm obviously nowhere near, but... Do you not have... I don't know, I'm not there. Is there not a scrap improvement recipe? Yeah. So does that not increase things quite significantly? Because that's an infinite one as well, isn't it? I think. Because you can kind of ramp it up and ramp it up. And obviously... Wait. Can you put prod modules in recyclers? I'm not sure if you can. I don't know if we've got any other local machines. I don't really remember where we got to with this. I haven't... we've got some EM plants, okay. And have I got... So I've got rail ramps and... there. But does this have orders for them? I bet it don't, because... Which is okay, because I know I stuck a load on here. So, we need to dump a load of stuff down, I think. I also brought some of them, just in case. And what are we dropping down? We've already got one silo here, haven't we? So, leave that. But yeah, we'll send down Rayleigh bits. Oh, wait for it to do the business. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on, chaps? What's going on here? This is like a terrible place to put these. I think I've just trapped myself in as well, haven't I? Because I can't actually get past. Oh, I can get past there. Okay. Right, how are we doing? Why are you not dropping anything down? Is that a Fulgora? Oh, there is stuff coming. I guess it's just fulfilling the orders first, is it? Rather than... Is the other one here? Oh, you're here. Okay. So this is probably using up the slots, basically. You're here, are you? Hmm? Hmm? So it's just waiting on the ammo now, isn't it? Okay. Ah, there we go, that's better. So if we pop down, what if we get some foundries, BMGs, pumps, drills, all of the good stuff. All of that good stuff. Just keep it going. Full. Boop. And then I guess I could send down all of the things. I might as well have trains. Can't go wrong with trains. And I think I'll leave. No, let's take that pipe as well. Bubbles. Wait for them to fire down. I've been playing all the planets from Square One a few times. I think I'm good on the experience. It's nice to come prepared. Okay. So as in not bootstrapping it sort of thing. Because that was always my kind of recommendation really, is don't... Bootstrapping is probably fun, I guess, but for me it was always a bit... I found it a bit tedious really, bootstrapping. I mean, because I really enjoyed Fulgora, but at the LAN party, but I would much rather have stuff than bootstrap. But I do fully appreciate other people feel differently. We don't need any of that, do we? I guess I could lob down them, and I might as well have all the panels and accumulators and the belts. Everything else I think is either covered by repair or needed for repairs. The silo thing, or military stuff that I just had when we were on Vulcans. Okay, so how are we doing? So plenty of stuff in there, and I've got quite a few bits and pieces, which is good. We've got one EM plant. Okay, so I guess we just fulfilled the remit basically then. Right, so I've got intermediates checked. Do I want that? I guess let's just have it for now. Cool. Cool. Oh, okay. I have started. I see. But it's blocked. Nice. Right. Let's, oops, head up there then. Let's head up there then. So what I should have, where would be a good place to put them? Because we've got quite a lot of scrap on this sort of bit of the island. We've also got a big boy there, which is fairly, nicely accessible. But I'm thinking maybe we could stick a few panels on somewhere. Not panels, accumulators. And maybe we try and sort of fill this island up a bit. Or this part of the island up, rather. Camera again, cameras again. Cool. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, got some jobbies as well. So, what do you need? One in the end over there somewhere. Like that. Probably actually better using just, oops, going straight for, what should we call it? Let's connect it with one other. Oh, can't do it. Got clip explosive now. I keep forgetting about that. So I could take these edges off. But let's leave it for now. Because what I've got, basically, this was from my... If it's on here, here we go. It's just a whole bunch of accumulators with a... what should we call it on it? A thing, a thingy. The thingy. One of those thingies. So, let me just pop it in there. Why didn't you build next to that? I guess it started flagging those for deletion now that theoretically we've got cliff explosive. Interesting. Okay, and then let's just do... Going to have to make room for roboports as well, aren't we? Because we don't have, like, any... Oh, robo network. Oh, I forgot to put them on. Right, let us... I didn't put any construction bots in the port, did I? Do that, and then there. Okay. So that would need... I haven't got any. Hopefully I've got a few in stock, but I'll have to see. Is this version you're playing on the experimental branch? Yes, it is. Yes, sorry. So that might be it. That might be why the icons aren't on there. Yes, this is the experimental. I wonder if I could bring up the patch notes. It doesn't show it on this, does it? No, there was something else they did that was interesting, and I've completely forgotten what it was. But yes, this is experimental, so I want that, I guess, and then I should then have, yeah, so if we pop 50 in there, all of those in, so we're ready to go. I should also request it if I haven't got them. This is sort of, I've been playing on Fulgora in my, my other save, my personal save, as I'm getting them very mixed up as to where I am and what I've done. So I've put the bots in, so we're okay with that. Do we have any lightning rods? We don't have any lightning rods, do we? Okay. Oh. I wonder if there's any over here. Probably not, but... No, I don't see any. Okay. How about we set up a little assembler somewhere making lightning rods then? Just to get us something built. We would have to connect this, I think. That. Make sure the roboports are as higgledy-piggledy as humanly possible. That in. We want. I'm starting to use some of the new features. I've been steadfastly bludgeoning my way through using every old technique, but started to pick up some of the new stuff. So this will automatically set like the request size and stuff. Oh well, no, it won't. It's set up to do it. What did we need? We needed these guys, and that then sets the auto requesting because lovely new features. But I need to do that bit because I couldn't work out how to automate that. We're losing a lot of stuff. That could well be here. Oh, it could well not. I don't know. We've got everything coming in. Is that here? Yeah. Oh, it's because they're flying across. Silly bots. Right. I haven't got any, have I? Well, as soon as we get some, we'll put them in. Please. Oh, and you're flying across there as well. I guess you would do. Because all of the bits are down at the other end. I love how generous the coverage areas are. It's very sort of easy to cover the space. Maybe oops. It's alright. They're bots. They're disposable. They know that when they're built. Why have you not made any? Brick. Of course, brick. Brick. Of course. So, let's just pop in a... oops. And then I want that to request stones. I'm gonna do a very simple recycling thing using pots, basically. But we will get there. I might as well stick that on a big number. What is it we're actually stuck on? Oh, crikey. Them. Well. Well. More gears than you can shake a stick at. Fulgora became such a mess when I put quality modules in the scrap recyclers. So I moved them again. It's just, I'm almost sort of afraid of that. Not afraid, but, you know, very worried about the whole, you know, there's basically going to be 6 versions of absolutely everything at some point, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Why have I not built that? Everything's getting destroyed. Everything's getting destroyed. We got... You bring them to me? Yeah, got 3 more. Okay. So, let's go down and definitely sort out something that I definitely completely didn't mess up. Cool. Isn't there an overlay that shows you the lightning coverage? I seem to remember that being a thing, but doesn't look like it, does it? Oh. Oh well. Okay. How are we doing? You're still waiting on the brick. I think I might chuck in a speed module or 3, or 2, or 1. Cool. So that gives them access. Excellent. Get rid of that. And then cancel out them. Destruction requests. Cool. You're not connected. Why are you not connected? Because it's literally 1 tile too far. Because that's at an angle. Nuts. We do that. Will that be better? There we go. Cool. And then all I need to do is simply find a suitable hole. Say, let's do it there. To pop in a roboport. And that should cover... Well, it's not quite all the island, is it? That's all right. And then our little coverage thing here. But if I overlap it, it should do the thing. Oops. You connected? You're connected, aren't you? I can't see the wires. Well, we should leave it at that. We get rid of that request. Those. So it's waiting on that. Now, one of the things I never really worked out is whether I could use... Because you can do... Can't you do quality upgrades from here as well? So if we go from regular to level 2. Does that work? Because I should have about 50 of them. I think. Yeah, 50. Cool. I don't see the new buttons quality stuff. Oh. Oh, is that... Sorry, I might have been... I think that was from ages ago, wasn't it? Was that on the current version, or the stable version rather than experimental? OG's continuous now increase inventory size with quality. Yes, I'm sort of hoping we're going to get a slow trickle of them adding things for quality, because a lot of things being quality are just like pointless. They're just like higher health, and bigger chest makes a lot of sense to me. I'm hoping, and I don't know if you're there, saying that, but It's one of the things we were chatting about quite a lot, that maybe the larger trains, quality trains will have larger inventory sizes. That'd be quite cool, I think. It took me over an hour, but legendary chests, yeah. It took me over an hour, but I started using parameterized blueprints. It's very, very helpful to make assemblers to make whatever you want. Just 2 button clicks or a setup that automatically produces anything as rare. I'm really looking forward to sort of working out parameterization, but I literally have not touched it. It sounds like it's going to be really interesting and fun. I don't know that it's like, it feels like a super unnecessary feature, but just one that sounds really fun. So I literally haven't touched it. There's no map toggle for lightning collection range. If you hold a lightning collection in your hand, then look at the map. It works. Okay, cool. I knew there was a way of. There we go. Yeah. I knew there was a way of doing it. Although those are mostly the alien ones, aren't they? They're not mostly mine. Cool. So that's sort of a bit of a missing area there, but I'm not sure how I would get on that. Okay, so that gives us a bit more power stuff. What I want to do on this... Why is that not... Oh, I see, because that's not the same thing, is it? Okay, so... I do these as them. You don't want to be in there. Don't really know why that's not popping over, but there you go. And then you're that. You're that. Oops. It's a lot of batteries. Exactly the type of thing on Nalvis. It's like an absolute pain to make because there's such a slow recipe. And then here you're just drowning them. Okay, is that all of the filters set? Excellent. Cool. Okay, so that means it can get at everything. Next thing I want to do... Well, why am I doing that? Don't need pollution. Don't want like thing. We do have this silo here. But I think that's a terrible place for the silo, basically. So I want to move that. Thinking maybe... What are you moaning about? Oh, that must have got hit before the actual thing was set. Where am I thinking? I'm thinking just at the top here, just because then it's kind of... No, let's put it on the side. Let's put it over here. I'm loading up on mods for my second playthrough. Any recommendations from me or chat? No, I have literally not looked at mods. I know quite a few mods have been updated now. I'll be honest, I've sort of dropped off of a lot of stuff because I've been trying to focus on just finishing, basically, getting to that point. So I haven't really been paying a lot of attention. The Discord that they set up for the beta test is still there, and that has a lot of modders in it, obviously, because that was one of the groups they gave access. And I'm sort of aware they've been posting and sort of, I think, saying how they're doing on doing their mods, but so I've literally not looked, I'm afraid. I think that things like if you use production calculators and stuff like that, I think there are a lot of them done. I think Rhaegar, the mods that he, either made or maintains, quite a few of them are done. But yeah, I'm afraid I have not been keeping tabs. I haven't touched mods at all since I went to get the full vanilla experience. Soon. Still missing Disco Science in base game. Is that the black one? Sorry, the Discovery Science? My trick for exploring Fulgora, apart from driving around in a tank, was to put down 1 radar with 1 lightning collector and 6 accumulators in a few places. Yeah, the other trick you can do is if you just, when you're running around at the start, if you carry a landing pad with you, it's basically like a free radar with no power requirement, so you can literally just plop it down. It reveals a good chunk of the map, and then off you go, and then you just pick it up and off you go, and you don't need to mess about with anything really. It's kind of it's a bit of a, let's call it an exploit, but I don't think they will ever fix, it'll just be one they leave as a, this is kind of something you can do basically, because it sort of doesn't really, it'd be more of a pain to put in some restriction on it basically, is kind of the thing. So if we just copy paste you, sort of pop you in, I don't know, in there maybe. We have enough room. Cool. So, what I need to be careful of here, here we go, is where did this get to, you see? So it's got a couple of rockets ready to go, is the thing. Oh god. They've been using them as trash, haven't they? Okay. So how about... How about what? How about we just do... a sort of a storagey area. And then maybe... Oh, well, it's got sort of coverage already, so if we pop in a couple of railway ports. Actually, maybe if we double that up a bit and go boopty-boopty. Excellent. Now if I turn my guys off, do that, and then get all of this deleted. Get rid of that. But yeah, this has got... Why have you got all of that stuff in there? Oh, because the bots will have used the storage chests and then... Okay. Fine. Fine. I wonder if I drop down the silo stuff, and then we could just build another one. Just pop that in. There. And then drop down the steel. Then that. That. We could send you back, couldn't we? I don't think there's anything you've got there that we're going to want. So if we send you back to Nalvis, and maybe turn that off, get it to just do the silo stuff, and hopefully I'll remember, but even if it comes back it's not too bad of a thing. So we then want, actually let's use that, just because I know it's ready to go. And then we set that to that. Let's just do one. Don't do anything weird with stack sizes, please. Cool, let that chug away, make those silos. Cool. Cool. Thank you very much for the whole ladder robber. That's very kind. Hot new mod, everything spoilage. Oh, that'll be coming. I wouldn't be surprised if, because obviously there's a few, Factorio challenge streamers, so, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's making a mod for Dosh or something, making, everything spoils, or, I guess, Troopin might be doing a, frustrate the heck out of me type of playthrough, but yeah. Oh, hello. I just recently found your channel and can already tell that your content is great. I would love to stick with you long term. If you're open to it, I'd be willing to connect with you on Discord. My name is... I won't read that out. But there's a Discord link, I think. I'm afraid I don't really use Discord very much. I tend to be more active on... And I'm not really active on any social media, particularly. I'm not actually a very sociable person. But yeah, so so you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I think if you do a command social, it might be... There's a bot, and I think it's got a command that tells you my Discord server. It could well be wrong, though. Where else would you get that? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure where it's listed, but yes, there is like a Discord channel for the for the streams for me type of thing. So you should be able to find that somewhere. You might have to wait till the end. If you just look on any of my live streams, if you skip to the end, then there'll be a schedule that I do at the end, and that's got the Discord link there. So I'm not hugely active on any socials, but you can also follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. And it's just, Trismegistus or Trigger should find me. But yes, very kind. Thank you very much. Sorry, I should have said that. It's very kind. Hope you've been enjoying the content. I will be doing proper content, new stuff, sort of replacing the speculation. More different speculation, I think. But I'm afraid, I'd hope this week, and this weekend in particular, was going to be my big, right, let's actually start making this stuff, because I've written a few of the scripts, but unfortunately, this week has been an absolute disaster zone. And I've not been sleeping real well, so a string of excuses, but basically, I've not done what I was hoping to do this week. Scrap for all 80 resources. That's not a bad idea. I mean, it does feel like a Bob's or Angels type thing will, really take hold of kind of those types of mechanics and introduce all of the byproducts and all that sort of stuff that a lot of the big mods do. So I expect that's coming, but one of the things I'm curious about is there's always the risk when you do any kind of expansion or DLC that you kind of split the player base. And certainly, it's obviously true on this, even though they sold 400,000 copies, the player base, number of people who've got the game is like millions. It's like at least 2 million was the last update. So there's, what's that, a fifth of the... No. Two, I can't do the maths, but less than a quarter of the player base had the expansion. I'm sure a lot more have got it, but I'm sure a lot more just bought the base game as well. So there's always a risk of like splitting your player base, and if it's too small, then why make a mod for it? If it's just people who with Space Age can play a mod, why bother? Why not just make one for the base game and then everyone can play it, sort of thing. So I had wondered if that would be an impact on the big, the big expansions. I could see like smaller quality of life things, because they'll be applicable for both the base game and Space Age. There, people would, just crack on with those and not even think about it. But I say, if you're building an overhaul mod and you build it just for Space Age, then you're kind of limiting the number of people who will play it, as well as the fact that it's a mod and not everyone plays mods and not everyone does overhaul mods. So, it's like slicing down your own... One turret is out of ammunition. I bet that's because it's not got... Oh, is it just you? Okay, that's fine. I wonder how we're doing with the clearance. Because obviously they're just shooting at the stuff that's in range. Alright, so it's cleared out there. That's good. Well, some of there anyway. Well, it's going to be a very slow process because it's having to make all this artillery. And I've set, effectively, millions of demands. But all of this other stuff... sorry, spoilable scrap that gives all 80 resources. Much better. Wowzer. Streamer doesn't even know his own stream commands. No, I don't. All of that stuff doesn't meet. I don't. It's because I don't engage with it. When I watch streams, I'm not... I'll chat, doing the chat and, that sort of thing. But in terms of, like emojis and so I know, you know, the only emojis I use, and this is because going back to being so old, but emojis, you know, to me are just, you know, it's a colon and a you know, close an end bracket, as it were. It's not when it replaces it with a, you know, that yellow face type of thing, that annoys me more than anything else. But that's partly because I'm so old. But yeah, I just, you know, they're just not my ways of interacting, so I don't then think about it. You know, I don't then go, oh, I should do that, because you know, people, and I do know that, you know, people do enjoy it. You know, it's not that I think those are bad. They're just things I don't think of. So, you know, I just don't sit there and go on. I need to, you know, make my emojis or think about paying someone to do it or something like that, because it's just, well, it just doesn't occur to me. You know. I get massively distracted, as per usual. What was I doing? So I need to set up a recycling thing. But do we even have any recyclers? This is the question. We can't build these until we've got... Yeah, okay. So we have none. How about we think... Where would be a half decent... I think it's just in here, isn't it? So if we just do sort of an area here. And we'll pop in a few transformers, whatever they're called. Substations. And then we'll pop in a bunch of these, and we'll sort of put in some recipes, stuff we want to build. And so Zisto started doing a series on Space Age. He's one of my favourite YouTubers. He doesn't tend to do much like tutorial-y type stuff, but I find his just style and humour is very entertaining. Okay, so what do we want? We want the recycler, obviously. That there. And then that should auto set that, but I need to put those. I don't think we'll make recyclers though, will we? Because don't we need to make oh no, we do have the ingredient. I thought we needed to make refined concrete. So I think I'm going to copy you across to here. Just so we got them all together. I'll cut and paste you anyway. And then we want some more of these. Because you always need your bricks. You always need your bricks. Let's just put in, say, 3 of them for now. And get rid of that. Did I set a limit? 500, that's fine. Not made a single one yet. That's interesting. No steel. No steel, eh? Okay. Why no steel? Oh, they just not brought it over. 17 steels. Okay, that's not very good. Yes, and what we need to set up next, basically, so I'm going to use the same sort of idea I did. Okay. On my other playthrough. Maybe try and be a little bit fancier with it, if we can get some recyclers. Yes, all I did, let's, I guess I can move that over, kind of fit it down the middle, and we want, where have they gone, just that. I can actually do it, no, it's easier if I do that, it helps my brain. What we want is a requester. I'm going to flip that around, and then we want active providers, and we want some inserters. Now, probably not going to put, you know, modules in them just yet, because I'm not sure we've actually really got, yeah, we've not actually got a lot of kind of power headroom just yet. And then the idea is we put our robotic port in, and then we kind of connect that, and we say enable or disable. Now I'm going to just put fish. It's a very, very simple and crude like excess processing system, basically. Let's just search it. I can never remember where fish is in this. There we go. Just so that we've got a generic one that it won't respond to. We'll set that on... Actually, let's set it on 500. Now, I'm also then going to put a display panel in. Assuming I've got enough display panels, I probably haven't. In fact, maybe... Oh, you see, it's already heading off somewhere else, because I completely forgot about it. In fact, let's get rid of those destinations. And we go, maybe what we want is more display panels. Oh, it's already on there. Huh. Do I want to just add all of that back on? Yeah, I'll do. So, oh, it's coming here now. I assumed it would go back to now. Oh well. So we probably want to set that a bit lower. Maybe just do 30 seconds or something. Put it on there. All requests satisfied. So this is like bonus stuff basically. Because this should be going back and forth. Stop not allow this. All requests satisfied is a no. Because it's probably just arrived, I guess. Okay. We'll see. But yes, I think there's a Discord command, or a socials command, I mean. But I don't even remember. Need more bricks? Just overclock your computer for a few hours. You'll have one spendy brick indeed. Indeed. I don't know. I'd seen people saying that something along the lines of, well, let's just put fish on it for now, and I can copy it down. But actually, platforms are quite poor for performance. Again, I've forgotten where fish is. It's not going to be in enemies, is it? But then it's not in environment. Definitely won't be in space. Would it be an intermediate? I guess fish is an intermediate from an engineer's point of view. Interesting. So if we then go like that, whoops, just like that, and then just sort of copy that down. Don't know how many we're going to need. All on that, I suspect. Down here. So it's just a very crude excess processing thing. Bedetta. What's Bedetta? 2 entities are destroyed. Now, is that here? No, that's down on. Now this... They're having a bit of a problem down in that corner. I think one of the things that might actually help is not having the turret there. Because I think this one turret is like absorbing all of the attacks, basically. Yeah, and of course being behemoths. What did you actually trash then? Just the power pole. Okay, so if we put a power pole around the back, don't bother replacing that. Oh, that's also not going to help. Why are you flying across? Oh, I guess because that's I've created a concave thing, haven't I? Okay, that's dumb. Right, yes. So we then want to hook up all the chests going down. So that everything is connectorized. And then, actually, did I set... Because this should be... Set requests? No. Let's just get rid of the whole shebang there. It will be set requests. But this needs to be... it needs to be connected for one thing. And it needs to be network contents. No, I don't need to do that. Wait. Never disable. Do I need to be... How did I do this again? So we need to get rid of gear wheels, basically. So if gear wheels... But if I set request... No, it's going to do all of them. That's wrong. Maybe I did it with the request. How did I do that again? I didn't use a combinator. Maybe I should just do it now. I'm trying to recreate what I did before and I'm not remembering what I did. Requesting. Set request. Ah, no. I need to connect. I need to do it via the. So that's reading the content. Okay. How did I do this before? Enable disable. Oh, that's it turning it off. I think I managed to just manually set the requests. Because that turns it off, doesn't it? Yeah, I must have just manually set it, which is weird. I don't remember doing it that way. No, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Yes, and then we set this one to iron, basically. And then we say if irons are above 500, request irons. So I don't remember doing that bit. So they just pump out iron, you see. And iron gets forced into the loggy system. What we should probably do is set some up here, corresponding to the bits that we'll get out. So this should be iron plate, and this should be copper. So that's the iron plate excess, and then this needs to be then copper wire. So this then is copper wire. So it's weird. I said I don't remember doing that, but it's fine. It'll work. But. So then the actual copper itself. Bosh. Request that in, I guess. And then... Was that one? No, was that one? What next then? So, steel. We end up with lots of steel. Request that in. What else does it produce? Batteries. So, batteries. Got the request again, because I'm sure that was automated before. But whatever. And then, what else do you make? You make blue circuits. With blue wires. Okay, and then... Does it make reds? I think it makes reds as well, doesn't it? Just not greens. Put them there. And then, what else? Oh, we got the whole low density structures and... solid fuel. So we send them out, end up with like 1 million of them. Then we can request them in as well. And then solid fuel. Obviously I want to make it into rocket fuel and stuff and what have you, but we should also set up some other burning. So I did iron gear wheels, didn't I? So we need ice and concrete. Gonna need a couple more at least. Actually, did I... What's the one? Connect them up. So on ice... It's literally just to stop the whole thing clogging up, really, more than this being a useful thing to do. Ideally, we want to just use everything, you know, but it can be a little difficult to make it all balance. What else was that? I guess there's the stone. Stone, a lot of them don't recycle to anything. This is just literally, as I say, disposing of them. So that's a stone. I guess concrete was one. I don't think I've done already. Doesn't really matter if I double them up by accident, but concrete and that there. Have we got any others? So the holmium we will leave. Will we? No, we should put the holmium on just in case. But I think that's everything. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is that right? Yeah, 12. And then I've got, so I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then the 2 iron and copper, which that does mean that that needs to be the holmium ore. So I remember it being crude, but I don't remember having to set every single, you know, request manually. Except that I want to increase that. I think I don't want to. I don't want that kicking in until there's like absolutely loads of that. I would, in fact, I think I'm gonna. No, wrong one. I turn those inserters off basically because they will bring that in when I don't want them to. Cool. So we've not made too many recyclers for some reason because there's not enough steel. Okay. What I can do, I could use a foundry, couldn't I? Feels like a little bit of faffing around at the time, for the time being. But we can get it to make steel from like molten iron, but so I'd have to set up molten iron as well and get iron ore from somewhere, which I don't really have. Let's just leave that for now, and instead we will say a couple of them. Set these to plate. I'm just going to trash out requested. No. Cool. Okay, so it gets us a little bit of extra steel production. Nice. But ignoring sorry. I was wondering how you can store all the stuff on space platforms, and my genius brain thought it's because there's a lot of buoyancy. Yes, brain, it's clearly the buoyancy in space that lets you carry so much. Of course. I mean, they used to think, or the sort of leading theory on space, that it was something called luminiferous ether. That was, so if you ever hear ether being referred to, luminiferous ether was the stuff that space was supposed to be, and obviously it then turned into kind of, oh, it's just vacuum, and of course the whole Higgs thing, the Higgs boson, kind of shows that space, and also how quantum theory works, space is a thing. It is a kind of medium in and sort of itself. So we kind of ended up going back to luminiferous ether, basically. Cool. So turrets, artillery turrets, still doing fine work, I believe. Slowly, steadily, inexorably. Let's just make sure Demolisher is doing its thing. You know, that it's not run out of... Where is it? It's at Nalvis. Waiting for cargo. So I'm pretty sure I can take these down a notch or two. The ammo thing, but let's just be safe. Don't want platforms getting trashed while we're doing the stream. So we start slowly getting some recyclers in. Obviously, one thing we could do is put quality modules in and that sort of stuff, but so I'd rather not faff around with the mess of dealing with all the chests just now. We've got. I wonder if I could hand make a few recyclers. It seems to be very slow. Getting them out. You're slow. You're very slow. But it. Yeah, we'll keep getting a lot of notifications of that just because of what it is, really. Cool. We only really have this tiny patch of scrap, and we've got lots available. That's where we could use the old BMGs. Get them in. I was going to set up some Bernie stuff, wasn't I? We should do that. Yeah, can I cover it with a couple of... Not quite. Let's do, say... luminiferous ether. Move that. See, my brain is just this repository of completely random nonsense. Target full. It's already filled the belt. Excellent. So how about... Oops. How about we go fast? That was a weird stutter. I don't know if that was me or the game. Cool. Let's put in... Oops. Alright. Let's put in... Oh, we ran out of power. Yeah, we ran out of power. Let's put that... Burning stuff in. Where do we want to put it? So... Where do we want to put it? We could put it... I'm puzzled why they're not getting repaired. It is in protection, isn't it? Why are you moaning about not having... Maybe there's just one that is quite just outside of... We've got lightning coverage everywhere. Dunno. Guess they just why don't you destroyed? Oh, you went for a fly, did you? Across the unprotected zone. What was I going to do? I was going to put in some Bernie stuff. So where's a place to put that? How about we put it, if we can fit it in, just here. Have I got them? I don't think I've got them, have I? We want that one, and that one, but we don't need... We've got 13 storage, but... Because that's 5. Could just do 5, maybe. Except it'll bring the rest. Fine. I suppose also they are ships, aren't they? Technically. You know. That fit? Close enough. old-fashioned one. Requesting some of them. And let's do 5. And then we want a chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant. There. Oops. That. Let's actually do it there. So. Oh, they're not connected to power. Place, isn't it? Cool. What I could then do, I don't think we've got any, but if I've got accumulators. No, I haven't. It's hopefully one will get made, but we can connect that. And get them to only turn on. Oops, if the accumulator charge. Oops. There we go, goes below 10%, so I'm just going to needlessly burn stuff. Why did that not work? Or did I do the bottom one? I did the bottom one. Cool. Just do a little boost. Might just pop our water tank on. So let's got a kind of emergency supply. In fact, why don't I put it in there? Maybe you could do that. That'd be a little bit easier. Cool, so a little bit of extra power until we start making accumulators en masse. What else do we want this making? I'm already doing... Because I guess I could do one temporarily doing them, couldn't I? But we need to make refined concrete is the next task, really. I wonder if I could just set these up as refined concrete. Oh, that's what I didn't add. We need to have... Oh, messed that up. We need to have... iron sticks. No, not that. Because I'm not copying the... I'm not using the fish one. Is the fish one still in the... Yes, there we go. I could also then maybe have a couple of extra ones on. Hello Ultimate Plays, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh, and a hydrate as well, thank you. A reminder. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, so they're hooked up and it needed to be iron sticks because you get a lot of iron sticks out of the old buildings now. So we end up with lots and lots of them just by accident and get rid of them. Speaking of which, we should go and mine that one. So they're still chewing on what they got initially. Cool. So what I was going to check was could we set this up? So if we were putting water in, we could indeed use them. So if we sort of move all of this down, leave that on there temporarily. Temporarily. We'll do some ice melting there. This is one that sort of breaks my brain a bit, because you can put prod modules in this recipe, and it's like, what does that mean? Where is it getting water from? That's very strange. You're melting ice and you get somehow getting more water out of it than it initially has. It's a bit sort of... Wait, hang on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was meant to be EMPs, which obviously we don't have the stuff for. So this auto sets. That's cool. But you need then a quester. I'm using that, but I think it's got a recipe set, hasn't it? Yeah. More ice, please. Excellente. We will put some prods in there as well. I'm not putting enough efficiency modules in, that's what we've forgotten. Put them in there. Yeah, we need more. Oh, part of the reason for that is I've not actually got any on me, so it's not been a visual reminder. Let's see if we can get some of them. Yep, I am. You? I'm okay-ish. It's not been the best of weeks, to be honest with you, but I'm kind of not dwelling on that. Yes, I'm okay today. Tired, but yeah, not the greatest of weeks, if I'm honest. But there you go. These things happen. These things happen. Right, that 250 or something. Down. I'll leave that. I mean, I will convert that over to your refined concretes. What we need to do is get... yeah, we'd be better off with efficiencies. So it doesn't really matter whether it's quick or not. Get some of them in there. Preemptively put those in. Did these have them in? They did not. Got a couple in there. In fact, no point putting 4 in, is there? Because it caps out at 80. So that was done. Can't really do anything with. Oh, that's the other thing. I need to make sticks here. We need sticks. Yeah. Because the limit is 80, and I believe 2. So. I can't get them out without setting a recipe. A quirk. But yes, we need to. Oops, get them. Well, so let's just check. So efficiency. Where is it listed? Minus 80% equals limit. Yeah, so 2 of them do 80%. There's no point having the 4 in. So it's putting that in. So hopefully we could at least build another one, depending on how much home in plate we ended up with. Awesome. And did you get set? No, you did not. Oh, what did I do with them? I think a bot might have taken them. 1? Why are you bringing in 1? Why are you using buffer chests instead of provider chests? Sorry to hear that. That's no worries. I'm not using buffer chests. These are storage chests. They're not buffers. I just prefer it, basically, because because I do a lot of building and rebuilding. One of the things with the passive provider chests is bots will never put things in passive provider chests. So if you have a machine and it's, say, making, fast inserters, then Passive providers are fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. But if you deconstruct a load of fast inserters, the bots won't put them in a passive provider chest. They will only put them in a storage chest. So by doing that, I basically end up with all of my stuff together, and it's just the way my brain works. That's preferable. So it is just a quirk of doing, you know, how I do it basically. I believe you can actually get it to set the thing as well, but I can't remember how you do it based on the recipe. You can get it to set this automatically, but I didn't manage to work that out. So this little blueprint doesn't have that on, basically. But, yeah. It's just a quirk of how my brain works, basically. Okay, so we are making refined concrete, kind of ish. If there's ever any iron sticks, excellent. We did not put efficiency modules. Oops, in these, did we? And these will be a big drain on power. Oh, I've just thrown them on the floor. Buffer chests are the green ones, and buffer chests... I really quite like buffer chests, actually, but they're a bit more of a faff to work with, and I don't tend to make them in high volume. But I think they're very good buffer chests. It's a very good thing to use generally, but say... Because I'll have storage chests anyway, because, whoops, obviously, as a general storage thing. Cool, so I guess I could do it this way. Oh, you won't let me put them in. Huh, if it's a ghost, that's interesting. Interesting. It used to be called buffer chest, didn't it? I don't think so. No, I think it's always been storage chest. Buffer chests were added. The green ones. They were a sort of a later addition compared to the others. But yeah. Hello, Elder Spire. Welcome. Oh yeah, you set it with the chest filter being an ingredient of the parameter of the assembler blueprint. Crikey. Chest filter being an ingredient of the parameter of the assembler blueprint. Well, there you go. I'll work it out eventually. I usually brute force my way through these things and cludge it to happen. But I find the buffer chests really helpful on Clever and with spoilers. Yeah, they are. I say, it's a useful tool, and I probably should make use of them more, but it is a bit of that thing again of, well, I just got used to doing it this way type of thing. What I think I'm going to do, since we are sort of making plenty of iron now, is maybe increase this so that it lets us have more kind of knocking about in the storage. Same with this one as well. Maybe make that 2000 so that we're not just burning useful resources unless we kind of really have to. Because it's this guy that's the real problem. I might actually bump that request up. Should have 1 billion. Yeah, got lots of batteries as well, so they should be helping as well. We've got more than 5. Okay, might pop that up to 1,000. Bit puzzled. These aren't requesting them in. Oh, they are. Oh, and this rocket's ready to go. Crikey. Beat me to it, bots. Beat me to it. So we're just lacking electric engines there. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm wondering if... Oh. It's going home. It's going home, but it's got lots of electric engines. Right. I haven't even got the science yet. I'm just messing about doing things we've probably should have done earlier. So they require accumulators, don't they? So we need to set that up as a production thing. But we've got 2 EM plants. Right. Let's have a think. Well, the other thing I should set up first, actually, is a bit of rocket fuel. Because then I think we're okay with all of our production. He says not being sure. So let's get some of them in. So I guess what I actually want to do, because you do end up needing heavy oil, don't you? But if we just do one here, it cracks heavy to light. Chemical plant, chemical plant, chemical plant. Maybe because we need to do water as well. Should I do that in a expandable way? About. Yeah, I've sort of squeezed myself in there. No, for no apparent reason. So if that was the heavy to light. Oops. I can obviously flip that if I press the right button. Don't want to do that, do I? I want it like that, yeah. And then that. Do I want? Yeah, might as well. Do we do them alternating? Cool. So. And then. I always get this wrong. It's. Them to make the actual solid fuel. And then. These guys make the actual rocket fuel. I think. Is that right? Yes. So it needs access like that, and then we could do that. Well, actually, given we're getting so much of it, maybe I don't bother with that side of it, and we just risk it for a biscuit with the whole... like that. And then let's just put on being. And then we can just, in fact, why don't I reuse that? And then discover it's not got any power. Cool, and now we can set these rocket fuels. So your filter is that one and that one. Did I set that? And then, in fact, let's make that 500. Boop, boop, boop. Cool. And then, did it again. Do both of those. I thought it was not happening because I didn't do that. Water. What got hit then? 2 turrets ran out of ammo. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Cool. Said it badly, but it's rather simple. I'm sure you'll get it. So I usually find Some things there's stuff that I don't know. It sort of takes a while to go in, shall we say, and then once I've got it, I've got it. But as I say, yeah. How would you rate spaghetti bolognese as a meal, as a follow-up to top 5 meals? That's a really weird coincidence, because I'm making a giant batch of spag bol, as I call it, spaghetti bolognese. Basically, what I do every Christmas or winter essentially, is I do a big meal prep set thing where I basically just make loads and loads of spag bol. I mean, literally 2 massive pans of it, and then I freeze it all, and that just gives me something that I can literally chuck in. Because what I do is, obviously, I boil the pasta. You can have any, spaghetti bolognese, isn't a thing. It's not like an Italian recipe. It's something that they kind of came up with based on what was available when the Italian migrants moved to various countries, and they sort of they could get spaghetti and they could get what is a ragu, and I don't know why Bolognese, which is a place, you see, basically, but I don't know why that was picked. Maybe it's where they were from. But yes, I make a massive ragu, and then I just buy a load of pasta, and of course that just sits there forever. It doesn't really go off pasta because it's dried. And then I've just got something that I can have across winter that is really simple to do. And all I do is boil up the pasta and stick, because I put it in bags, like freezer bags, and then if you about halfway through, you just put one of those bags in, frozen, and obviously it then heats up the actual ragu while your pasta cooks as well, so it becomes a 1-pan meal basically. So yeah, it's a weird coincidence you mentioning that, but yeah, I love a ragu, and a spaghetti bolognese as it is, but say not necessarily always with spaghetti. The other thing I do with it, because one of the things that's really good with any ragu is just leaving it for a while. So once you've cooked it, you just sort of leave it in the pan for basically a day, and it just sort of matures the flavour. But yeah, so the other thing I do with it is on toast, basically. So if you just sort of say heat it up, you can microwave it, and do it on toast, and it's really nice. Top 5 meals. I mean, my toppest of top meals is basically Sunday roast, which is roast meat of one form or another. Could be a particular fan of roast beef, but any roast meat will do. Lamb is particularly delicious as well. But then your roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, all the trimmings basically. So, an enormous pile of boiled vegetables and roast parsnips, all the works, and associated sauces. I make a pretty mean roast dinner, to be honest with you, but it's a lot of work. What else? I love a curry. I'm not really into hot curries, so your madrassis and all that sort of stuff are not quite my cup of tea. But yeah, I love a good curry. That's another one. What else would I say in my top 5? I wonder why we're still not making those very quickly. I guess it's the steel, isn't it? Yeah. I'll just cheat it though. So why are you not making any? Oh, because that's set on stone brick. Of course it is. Of course it is. There you go. There you go. What else is a favourite meal? I kind of like everything. A few things I don't like, as you can tell from my fine physique. So damn good. You're genuine as colour, my friend. No worries. Roast beef is so good too. Yeah. Dora a roast. I do a great thing with pork chops, where basically it's just like whatever sauce I've got in. So I basically marinate them. I do it with chicken as well, but it works better with pork chops, to be honest with you. But they do a really good Chinese spice. I don't really have Chinese very often. It's a bit like I've never eaten KFC. It's like one of my weird facts when we sometimes do like icebreakers at big meetings at work, and one of my reveal an interesting fact about yourself one is that I've never eaten KFC, but I've never eaten Nando's or anything. It's like, I think for me, and it goes back to childhood basically, is that chicken as a fast food thing wasn't really the thing we went for. We would always go burgers or pizza or something like that because we wouldn't tend to have those at home. Whereas chicken, we regularly have roast chicken and fried chicken and chicken goujons, and which are nuggets and that sort of thing. So we didn't tend to go with chicken as the if we were having fast food, which was a very rare treat. It would be a beef burger or fish and chips was a favourite one, obviously, but I don't really eat fish, so I'll just get a steak and kidney pie. Of a steak and kidney pie, so I suppose that could be one. Steak and kidney pie and chips from the chip shop. Steak and kidney pie. So it's chunking away. It could probably do with being sped up a bit. Oh, here we go. So we've got some recyclers in. Excellent. We might want to set up a bit more production then. Scrap. They're more than eating that red belt, aren't they? Not that I think a full red belt is quite coming in. Can't be far off though, because they're flickering. Cool. Okay, so we do have some nice little scrap patches there. So I'm kind of thinking maybe. Actually, yeah, let's just go for it. Increase all of that. I completely forgot about what I was going to do with that. I can't remember what I was going to bring on that platform. Oh, there we go. I could also do a requester, but I'm sure I'm picking up quite a lot of scrap. And just sort of direct insert into those two. Just so we don't end up with a backlog. Dooby-dooby-doo. Scrap lives there. Cool, so that's all sort of moving. Yeah, and you're not getting enough, so we do want to add a little bit more scrap, I think, which probably means getting rid of some of these so that we can run some belts long. One of the classic nice touches is when you use a deconstruction planner, it won't get rid of the the alien whatchamacallits, because obviously they're what's protecting you, and you could easily accidentally get rid of them. I think you can like deliberately do it, so basically, is it shift or something? No, something like that. Or maybe it has to be when there's nothing there. I'm sure there's a way of doing the dart directly. Obviously I can just take them out, but yeah, classic Factorio devs playing the game, Overix in particular, and going, it's really annoying when it deconstructs a tower. Or like, it doesn't, mark cliffs for deconstruction until you've got cliff explosives. Not that I've brought any or anything, but, Just all these nice little touches they always put in. Oh, hydrate. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Thank you very much, very kind. Always reminding me. This is a good Fulgora track. I don't know if you can hear that. I've got music quite low to this one, but I quite like this Fulgora track. They seem to rein back a bit on the experimental jazz, funk, well, whatever it was. Why have you... Oh, you are blue seconds. Just clear me out. Oh, hello, Mine Mousecraft. That's a great username. Welcome, welcome. Hello there, nice to catch you playing. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're having a good day. Doo-doo-doo. One of the things I'm not... Because I remember mentioning that what was stopping you from going out and finding like enormous patches. And I'm not sure the scrap patches really get much richer. I think they must do. But, you know, they stay in quite small patches from what I've seen. I don't know if anyone's gone really a long way. But also, because there is no threat and, you know, it's sort of causing yourself more trouble going a long way away. Because you need, obviously, like... to work along these to do the rail and stuff, and you've got no way of getting power out there till later on and all that sort of stuff. It kind of doesn't make any sense just to, you know, wander for miles in no direction. Just need to find your biggest close island and then off you go, as it were. I wonder if maybe if I just increase this, that I'll put them in there. I think they're taking all the scrap miles away. Yeah, taking it all the way down there. Look at all this. Okay. Now, did Sweet Ride? No, I've missed Sweet Ride again. I could just add it on, couldn't I? What am I looking for? I'm looking for it to drop down. No, I don't want it to do that. I want it to do... Oh, of course, it's not part of the... Yeah, it's not part of the same request system. This is just me randomly thinking, well, what am I going to need? So let's get it to massively pause. And maybe I'll remember at some point. Okay, so... they don't quite provide full coverage. So if we maybe have one in there. And across there. Oh. And maybe there. I'll pick all of this up. I really like Fulgora. I like the pace of it in particular as well, because there's absolutely no pressure at all. Oh, there's no real pressure on Volcanus, really, but we always got the threat of the worms. But yeah, it's just purely about, you know, can you process this scrap? Basically, that's all you're going to need to do there. And these, it is really difficult to tell what is like part of the patch, though. That's what I would say. And I guess it makes sense because it's scrap. But if you see, it's all like dotted around. It's all a bit sort of, I don't know, messy, which entirely makes sense. It's just obviously a bit sort of, I don't know, annoying to work with. But that's kind of it, you know. Otherwise, it's just process this scrap, off you go. Let's put a belt there. Not belt. That power thing there. It's obviously unlocked quite a few researches to boost productivity and etc. So let's go there. Oh, you're not connected, you're not. There you go. And I've managed to go right through that. Perfect. So if we maybe here somewhere. And stay in coverage. Take it. Oops. Oh. Oh. I thought I was being clever now. Because like these are little bits of scrap as well. Cool. And then maybe what we could do, go all the way to Blue Val. Fancy. I ended up concreting over it because it's so hard to tell. Yeah, that's a very good idea actually. I hadn't thought about doing that. I ended up, on my original, say my first go at it, I ended up with so much concrete and stone and brick and stuff that I think basically all of my mini islands, which I'd used, I mean that one's probably a bit, oh it is too far away, but like this, I concreted over all of them and just stuck the, just as a way of getting rid of the concrete. And then put, you know, loads and loads and loads of panels on them as well. Why are you flying all the way out there with a gear wheel? What are you playing about at, Bob? What are you doing all the way up there? Very suspicious. Never trust them, you see. Always keep your eye on them. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I never thought about that. It could... Yeah, it becomes much more obvious, doesn't it? I wonder if refined might be a bit better as well. Let's look as well. What about brick? Yeah, brick's too busy. Can't really see what's going on, I don't think. Well, it does sort of stick out, but... Yeah, because concrete is just like the plainest, as it were. Yeah. But yeah, so my original Fulgora base, it was just sort of... What the heck am I going to do with all this, you know, stone and brick and stuff? And just concrete everything. Because I didn't really think about doing a overflow, you know, recycler like that. Cool, okay. So it looks like we really only have 55 aluminium plate. But I think we got everything that I was kind of trying to set up. We've got rocket fuel production. Obviously LDS and blue circuits come from the thing. We've got a silo there. Got one here that I should really use to send something at some point. Because I feel bad wasting the prepared rocket material. We do need a lot more accumulators, so making accumulators is probably a priority. We could just make some kind of temporarily, because they're obviously a very easy recipe, but really we want to be making them in the EMP because of the super bonus it gives us. There we are. Oh, we got 175. I guess it's been sending them in from wherever. Somebody's destroyed a wall. That'll be important then. Yes, so we need to pop in a whole bunch of accumulators, and we kind of have a nice space here we could probably work with, I think. And we could then put in our blueprint. If we remember where it is, there it is. And maybe sort of squeeze one in there. There maybe. Just sort of dot them around. It's not going to be too inconvenient for the whole trash situation. Something like that, maybe. I've been looking at, because one of the games I want to go back and give another go once I've, why I'm thinking about it, given I'm nowhere near finishing this, I don't know, but that's just me really. As Terraria, because they've done the version 1, the community is not happy because they've made sort of quite a radical change. and people are not keen from what I can tell. I kind of get it as well because it's been in early access for a while. You know, not like Factorio where it was whatever it was, 6 years or whatever. The change they made is like properly. It's a different game almost, you know. I think some of the pushback they're getting is the whole. Oh, I was playing it in early access and it was like this, and now it's like that. I don't like it. I don't like the change, basically. Cool. So, nice. These could do with oh, I can't do that. Do a speed in them, maybe. And process them a bit more. Because say there is a scrap productivity. We've not actually made this science yet, and it's 5 o'clock. So, let's see if we can sort that out. Maybe if I just do like a temporary thing just to make a couple more EMPs, and then we can actually build it with EMPs. So we've got a machine there. So what we actually need is the holmium plate, which is a point. I bet it's been trashing my holmium. No, 2000. Cool, we're okay. So, we want holmium plate. Like so. Which means we need holmium solution. I think we'll try, maybe. 2 of them. Possibly. Holmium solution, I believe we can get out of chemical plants. Initially. Yep. So we need water. Now, how much do they actually use? If I stick in couple of them, one of them, so we would need 30 holmium solutions. It only makes 10, so we're going to need 60 in total. We'll have at least one of those. What does that make us? That gets us 12.7, so think of that as 10. And 12, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then needs water. We'll come back to that in a minute. Because we can do that requester. Bump these numbers up. I don't think it's in the network, is it? Yeah. And then there. Those two, that one. Cool. Oh, gee. We did it. What's we did it? One entity is destroyed. Wow, how have they got in? Oh, I guess because there's so many of them here that they've been able to gob on that. That's interesting. Maybe we'll move it back a bit then. I assumed that wasn't in range, but clearly is, isn't it? Oh. I got my first bottle from Aquila today, so it's a good day. Well done, well done. You're way ahead of me. You're way ahead of me, basically. So I am throwing away 99% of most things on Fulgora. I have tons of epic concrete. I didn't actually know you could do. I mean, I knew you could do epic, you know, like quality bricks. What does epic? What does quality mean for them then? Nothing. That's refined concrete. Oh. You can't do anything with quality with them. You must just be joking, eh? Unless it just lets you make it as quality does it, and then because it's meant to give like a little diamond for what improves. So maybe I'd have sort of assumed that it wouldn't let you build something if it didn't have a quality effect. But I haven't really tested that. And so this is another thing. It's like given that this increases walking speed, why isn't that a legendary effect? Why, you know, why not? I keep saying legendary quality effect. I say things like the fact that the storage size increases. That to me is like no-brainer, and they've kind of only just added it. I mean, I get it because they've got the core things in that they want, and they've not really thought about balancing and all that sort of stuff, so they're holding fire. But there's all sorts of things where like quality concrete could increase your walking speed because that's one of the key things it gives you. Or maybe it allows concrete to have pollution absorption or something. Anyway, getting distracted again. So yeah, I'm sort of hoping they slowly sort of add in a whole bunch of stuff like that for quality. Because I think it'd be kind of cool. What? Oh, I haven't done the maths on that at all, have I? So how many do you actually need? Because you only need 1.2. So that's all a bit overkill, isn't it, really? Let's not just spam it out for no good reason. Oh, I guess I had that one. And then a couple of them. What's better? Entity destroyed. They're flying across that gap there. That is very annoying. Oh well, acceptable losses, I guess. What we could do, I guess, is maybe put in a bit more sort of coverage on the edge, maybe. So it just sort of extends out a bit. Comes close to covering some areas, maybe. Possibly-ish. Kinda. So you need, say, maybe something there. So there's a bit in the middle there where the things can get at them. But otherwise we're okay. Cool, so I didn't put any chests on these, did I? Lovely holmium. I might just leave that actually for a while. I mean, we do want the bonus from the EMP. Concrete is used to make some items, though. Oh, of course, yeah. It's because it's an intermediate, but it's not an intermediate, isn't it? Because it puts it in there. So can you make legendary landfill and stuff as well? Yeah, so in order to make a legendary whatever, recycler or what have you, you would need legendary concrete, wouldn't you? As a a gambling roll aside, as it were. But yeah, they are intermediates in some recipes as well, of course. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah. Interesting. Now, I've remembered about Sweet Ride, and I bet it's here. Yes, it is. So, what were we going to do? We were going to get it to drop something down, weren't we? We're going to get it to drop down some electric engines. I think, because then it can make a second silo. Oh, we've not got lightning coverage over here. We've been taking some hits. Cool. Cool. I did not put fire. So, Albion, how are we doing with EMPs? Waiting on blue circuits. Crikey. MPs. How many have I got? 5! 5! Wow. 5. Okay, so we have the rocket silos here. And some random rubbish there, which I can't get rid of. So we ideally nothing, just used as an ingredient. I've got quality ice too. That's not really used in anything from what I can tell. That isn't a fluid. Fluid doesn't seem to use quality system. No, fluids don't have quality at all. So it's just junk. Interesting. I think quality ice will give more water when liquefied. Not sure. Interesting. I haven't tried. Assumed maybe that would happen, but didn't see the point in testing. When creating holmium solution, I'm pretty sure it should be like that. Okay. So would it be in here? Because it would be water, wouldn't it? Ice melting. So ice itself. So it doesn't have a thing on it, but then there is no like parameter for the amount of water that an ice contains. Oh, their product's 20 water, but that's a recipe. Interesting. I wonder if that works. Because it'd be useful on platforms, I think, wouldn't it? Interesting. What was I going to do? Yes, so we need to do some science. Because, of course. Because science. But, of course, I can't do it yet. But let's assume we end up with a couple of EMPs here. Making science. Because science. So what we actually need to do to unlock science is the super battery, super capacitors, that one. Okay. So it's mostly solid stuff, isn't it? But we need electrolyte. Okay. We're not actually making green circuits anywhere, are we? No. So what we need to do is just set up a little thing up here, I think. Chugging through electric circuits just for now, because obviously electric circuits are a EMP speciality. But we're not going to get anywhere without... Wow! I've already got 2,300. Oh, I guess I never set them on here, did I? Okay. Let us copy this one. So I never set up a recycle, you know, whatever you call it, like a dump, basically, for the green circuit. So this is a bit pointless, this, given we've got so many. But let's just put it in anyway. Let's do 500, say, because why not? But yeah. Cool. So, if we somehow chug through all of the green circuits, then that's fine. So we'll get them. So superconductors is something we would need to make. So how much do they make? So they're only making 0.3. I seem to remember you only need like 1, but we'll see. So let's just do 2 for now, and I can kind of... Oh, I didn't flip it right. Okay. So at some point we will need to put in the pink stuff. Now don't these use light oil? Yeah. So the pink stuff, that's holmium solution and heavy oil. Okay. Do I put that... Oops. Do I put that... Because, yeah, this is like a multi-fluid one, isn't it? So it is a pass-through. would it be... Well, how much does it make? So, well, it's 0.3, so that makes 6. And they only need 2. It's a bit annoying. It would have been nice to put it in the middle. Oh, I think I'll just put it in the middle anyway. So put it there. And then flip that round. And then do that. And then need to flip that again, don't I? And that. Cool. Everything else is solid. So we would need to put the pink stuff in there. The light pink stuff, which of course this doesn't make. Right. Huh. Does it make the chromium plate? That's a bit weird that it didn't make that. So it makes the electrolyte. It doesn't make... okay. So this is... We just need to keep that then. Okay, that's fine. Right, so the light pink stuff we're going to have to bring down. But that's okay. That's not a problem. We can just hook that up at some point. Obviously heavy. Oh no, if I just copy this up for spacing purposes. So if I flip it round, which would be that one. Then does that link? No, just ever so slightly too far. Okay. Because it's just pure... No, it isn't. It needs stone as well. Okay. That's annoying. Bet you reach, don't you? Yeah, that'll be okay then. So we can bring that down. And we can just have a simple matter. Because this is what I didn't know about the stone. Obviously when I was doing it first time, is that it goes in here basically. So you actually quickly use it up because it doesn't stack particularly high. You know, you end up... Huh, why did that not work? I don't want 12, let's do 120. Yeah, what feels like loads and loads of stone is not loads and loads of stone because of the 50 stacking. Okay, so that then we can do there. Cool, and then we just literally take a offshore pump, stick her in, and we're good. And you need all sorts of solid ingredients, including supercapacitors. Right, well, I see. So that's them there. And they're light oil. So, how do we want to do that? Maybe... So it would be nice to have a belt there, maybe? Do a little extra one there. I don't know why I went with stacks. I don't know why I've just put a line in it on. Other than grade A incompetence. Cool, so we want there. Let's just put the order on. Even though we're obviously gonna make them. And then, in fact, actually, let's bump that up. Just so we've got a nice little stock ready to go. That would then be okay. So I need to do the middle bit here as well, don't I? So that goes on there. Excuse me, okay. Now, how many of these? So these require 0.4, and that makes 1.2. So 0.4, 0.8, 1.2. So if we have 2 machines, we will have a bit spare. Not a lot, but a bit. That also needs a inserter there, doesn't it? And is that right? I think so. And then we can just pop the rest in a storage chest there. Do. So, simple solution is I could add on the extra request here. Plastic! Ah, are we making plastic here? We must have plastic from the red circuits, which is another one I didn't put on this thing here. Missed out loads of stuff. You can still use it as a river. Wait a minute. About concrete. Walking with mech arm on concrete is weird. While walking, you are faster than while flying. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because you get the speed boost from the ground because you're in a walking state, but you don't get that when you're in flying, even though they added the exoskeleton leg bonus to flying. Interesting. So actually, I mean, if they took that off, because that's a weird, you know, a gamey type thing about making the legs make it move faster. So if they took both of those off, flying would actually be really, really slow, wouldn't it? Just to say, quality ingredients just make normal liquid in quantity and quality. Yeah, right. Interesting. You can still use it as reserve. For example, at one point I ran out of ice for making stuff. Sulfuric acid for batteries were accumulated since I produced too many with quality instead of normal. Now, we need to bring the fluids down. How much sort of spare have we got here? It's kind of why I sneakily built it so big. So they're only requiring in 0.66, and each of these is making 14.3. So we've loads spare. So we can just bring that down directly. Hopefully. Maybe. I think we're going to bring both fluids down this way. We're going to need more of these then, aren't they? Because there is a little bit of excess, I think. Is it 30, so 10, 20, 30. Yeah, so we're getting 2.5, so 5, 10, 15. So it's not a lot excess, but it's a little bit. So if we then, perhaps, because I'm going to move this backwards, add more in. How much actual bright pink do we need? Where's it going in? I mean, if these are running at full chat, which we know they're not, but we would need 4, 8. No, I looked at the wrong one, didn't I? No, that's right one. So 8. So we are getting enough. Because we're getting 5, 10, 15. So we're getting plenty. But I just feel more comfortable, I think, adding one on. Because reasons. So, a bit. We just go down this way. Like so. Where do you need to connect to? You need to connect to here. So there, there, there. Cool. And then dash over here. Will that go? I love that it now does the whole, you know, like correcting, you know, the equivalent of belts for the pipes. I think it was a ray guard mod, wasn't it? Maybe if I put it over here. Just trying to make it a little bit more out of the way. So yeah, do that there. Cool. Nice. What I didn't check, doesn't... That was it. That's what I was thinking of. Boundaries can make aluminium plate. That's what I was thinking of. How much better are they? So that would be 6 out of 80. Where we're only getting 2 out of 30. So 30... And that's with some modules in there. So... if we did module this, just to see. So we keep it as efficient as we can. One of them, one of them. So that becomes 96 making 7.5. 30, 60. So if I had a third machine, that would make 90 making 4.5. Yeah. Yeah, we need to swap them in, I think. That was what I was thinking of, you see. Let's pop just one on, I guess. And then that there. So you on there. Now, have we got enough to support both of those? That's the question. I did add more, obviously. So we've got only 6, so we would need 12, 15, 30, 60. Sorry. So 12. 2 of them would be 25, 50, 75, 100. Close. Close. We're not getting a lot spare. Okay, so if we move this back then. And add on at least one more. I'm happy with that, I think. I mean, we're going to run out of holmium ore. In fact, I'd be interested to know how much we've got left. We're just lucky that I've stockpiled it, basically. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's have a think. These all need power. I also need to put modules in them, don't I? Efficiencies at the very least. How about we use a few medium power poles instead? And what would that be? Set there. So, it can't go there. Oh, let's just put. Trying to get fancy and not really succeeding. So if we just put some, I'm sure that'll be fine. And then lift it up. And never connected data. Let's go and do that. How are we doing on time? Crikey, R5. So yeah, we should get the science pack unlocked. And then tomorrow is all about doing the research with it again. A bit like old Volcanus. Old Volcanus and its old ways. I forgot to put on the recipe request, so we should be requesting in holmium plate, which we are. We would need plastic. I wonder how much we've got now then. 2,600 and odd. That's why you need to put all the, you know, overflow things on, basically. Do we need copper, is it, as well? So the holmium plate for that one. Oops. Copper on there. Can't see the wood for the trees. There we go. Copper on that one. Nope. Why are you not? There you go. So that's bringing in the things. So we need supercapacitors. I think we might just give that a bit more space. Oh look, it's happening. Research is finished. Oh, bum. Thanks for letting me know. Camera's frozen. I still haven't. This was one of the things I was going to sort out. I know you can still hear me. This was one of the things I was going to sort out this week. Is I do have a. Oh, it's not even fixed it. That. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can do it again. Yeah, I was going to test it out, fixing it, but I have not had a chance to do basically anything this week. There we go. We're back, hopefully. But thanks for letting me know. Memento, very kind. One of the problems I have, and it's a weird thing to explain, but I basically, if I have the, what do you call it? Because I use OBS, and I can obviously see the display, you know, what it's showing, as it were. What's the, you know, what's the what images it's producing, as it were. But the trouble is, if I do that, I end up basically like watching myself, which I say is a difficult thing to explain, because not least of all because I don't really know why, but it's something I do in Teams calls as well. So at work we use Microsoft Teams. You know, it's like a Microsoft version of Zoom, basically. You know, yeah, I sort of. It shows you your own camera output, which, you know, is good for knowing that you're still there. You know, that you've not disconnected or what have you. But I always just end up looking at me, and I don't know what it is. I think it's just literally because it's like I can see my mouth moving as I'm, you know, like on a slight delay of the words. So I'm effectively looking. It's a bit like, you know, you don't hear yourself when you're talking, because your brain filters it out, sort of thing. So seeing myself talking is like something, you know, I just sort of fixate on. So what I have to do, I have to put myself off the edge of the screen. So like it'll do like a panel of everyone on the call, and I have to move the the whole thing off, so that, well, a bit like this. So a bit like I can't do it on that window, but if I was to drag that down, if you imagine this is, you know, all of these are pictures of people, and it always puts you at the sort of bottom right, your own camera feed. So all I have to do is just sort of slide it down, and then I'm off screen, and I can actually look at the other people on the call then. But if I'm there, then I look at me, and maybe it's some indication that I'm a massive narcissist or something. It wouldn't surprise me, but I say it's just I can't not look at myself on, you know, on a Teams call, and I do the same with the OBS. Basically, if I can see myself on the screen, then I'll keep looking at myself. So the fact that then the camera freezes, I just don't know, you know, because it's not something I'm deliberately not looking at it. I'm sure you needed all of that detail, that explanation, but yeah, it is. I don't know. It's a strange thing. But I haven't tested the fix, is the problem. I don't know if the thing I think will fix it. So we'll have to see. What can I do? I guess I could put maybe a couple of prods and a speed in for them. Because we might as well. I'm sure quality is probably the thing I should be putting in, but as you can see, I'm sort of avoiding quality to a degree. Now, will you let me put prods in? I don't really need them, I guess, but it's over. Oh, wrong thing. No, that's the right thing. I put the wrong one. There you go. Da-da-da. Now, what about you? Will you take? You will. Excellent. It feels really weird putting so many things in a single machine. Cool, though. Excellent. So you are set on that. We could limit that to 1,000 of them. And we didn't put a one on for that, so we need one on there as well. Let's put it on that side. In fact, let's put it there. Got it round. Like so. Superb capacitors. Again, let's just stick that on 1,000. Where are they? I can't see them. So I have some. And now that it's up and running and flowing, I might do the green circuits and stuff. No, let's just leave them for now. Okay, so we need to actually make site. Look at 20 EM plants. Excellent. What I could do though is get rid of the one here that's doing them. We just want to swap that back round. Get rid of that. Take that because... And that needs to be the same as that now. Excellent. And now, seeing we've got so many of them, let's start making the things that we can already make. So we would want EMPs. Oh, lightning rods. It makes lightning rods. Okay. But what we really want is them, basically. And here we do want to be using quality, but I've not got any. Cool. Watching, listening to myself makes me uncomfortable. There you go, you see. I'd say it's probably just more evidence that I'm a massive narcissist. A dangerous narcissist. But yeah, I can't. It didn't take me long. I know there's that thing, isn't there, of hating a recording of your own voice. Initially, obviously, I didn't really like it, but it didn't really take me all that long, to get used to it, as it were. I don't know. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe I have some weird, dispassionate, view of myself. 900. Why are you requesting so many of them? Let's chop that down, I think. Because I only want it to make 40 of them or something. I want all my holmium going in there. Cool. And then that was going to be those. Oops, not that. Let's put it on 60, I guess. Do I want to swap them out, I guess? I guess we can make more rods or something. No, what am I doing? Because might as well get bonus ones. So that's that set. This wants to be rods. Requested. Cool. And then rods. I keep thinking it's got that connection on it, but I haven't done that, have I? I guess I could. If I just make that nothing, if I just set one up like so. Is it doing the thing? I don't think it's doing the thing, is it? Set requests, there we go. And then so I'll work it out later how you do it, but if we just put this as fish and oops. Cool. So if I now just copy some of those like so. Excellent. And then we want a couple of efficiencies in. Should have done that before. There you go. Cool. I'm currently wondering if I should add quality modules for the direct ingredients for purple science, since for all three you can't use prod modules. It is already bot based, so should be okay. Oh really? So you can't... What are they? Sorry, for purple it would be rail... What is it? The what's it called? Furnace. And you can't... Can you not make quality prod modules? I mean, I don't know that you'd want to, because if you can't do all of them, it doesn't make sense, does it? So yeah, but I assume that's what you mean, as in, because you can't do quality rail. I thought you could do quality furnaces. You can do quality furnaces. So you can't do quality rail, is what you're saying. Or have I just completely misunderstood? You can do quality rail. Well, it has a parameter for quality. Whether it lets you do it or not is obviously a different question. Have I misunderstood what you mean? Oh, I have. I've completely misunderstood the opposite. It's the opposite way around, isn't it? You can't do prod modules. Obviously, you can do quality. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I really misread that. Improve quality values for science sound impressive, but I would definitely improve power production before doing this. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, sorry. I completely misread that. But yeah, quality modules in them might be interesting. Does it let you do? I guess it does. If all of your purple science was quality, it would still work, as in a lab doesn't care whether you put, one that's quite, legendary quality prod science and everything else is normal science. I think it's fine, isn't it? It doesn't like care about that, as it were. I think. Yeah, so we put some quality in there. Should have it in there. Why have you stopped? Because no homium at all. Okay. Because we're out of juice. We're out of water. Because that's not powered. Oh dear, oh dear. There we go. There we go. That's better. What else can we make? So we were going to make them. Does that all work? That's not worked, is it? Why not? What have I done differently there? So it's set requests. Oh, of course it's not reading... Not set recipe. Whoops! What did I... Read recipe. Is that what? Read ingredients, rather. Set requests, it's not working. Why not working? Read ingredients. I'm being very dumb, aren't I? Read ingredients. And it's going to there. Setting recipe. Control by second. Requested, set requests. Oh, I haven't set a request on it. Oh, we're clearly getting towards the end of the stream, aren't we? Because I'm going super dumb on my errors. So what I want to do is copy that. Copy it on a bunch of times. Deary me. So, lightning rods. Yes. Lightning rods. Lightning rods. Cool. I guess we can leave it for now with the rest of it, because we can make some pink science before the end. But what I really want, obviously, is the circuit production, really. Particularly the green. Because of all the bonus we'll get. No, I think I will set that. Guess we might as well. Wonder if I could get some quality of them just as a little bonus. So you want to be green circuits, and you want to be say 500. That. Cool. And I think I'm going to just trash that. We could also get rid of Billy Bob. Get rid of... I didn't set that a limit on that, did I? There we go. Oh, I think I've trashed the power, haven't I? Yeah. Of course I have, because I've been slapping things in without any regard for anything else. Okay, so how about we stick in that there, which should hopefully keep. Oh, do they not go with? Huh. You can't remove them at all? You've got to hand move them? Huh. I wonder if that must be an experimental branch thing. Wonder why they've done that. Because I want a super force build on. Annoying. Okay. More in there. I guess let's just keep sort of expanding it that way. Where do we get to with bots? We've still got plenty of bot coverage. Like so. Yeah, that's annoying. I can't get rid of that with remote build. Oh, look, that's dead as well. So that. Blimey. So I've got to physically be there. That's very annoying. Oops. I'll press there. Welcome back, Art Map Plates. Hope you're doing. Hope you had a good dinner. Sorry. Impressive quality value of science. Impressive. We can do quality well. You can do quality, you can't do productivity modules. That's what I'm curious about. If labs restrict to all quality, if they allow individual packs to be different quality, you have to mix it. But bot-based should be okay. Supply 90% of labs with normal purple science and 10 to 20% with all the others. Easy with requester chests. Pretty sure individual packs can be different. You can't set a recipe in a lab. Oh yes, of course. Yeah, it's just always science, isn't it? But you can only have a stack of normal purple science for e.g. rare purple science in a lab at any point of time. So leaving 80% of the labs on normal exclusively makes sense. And if I were to overproduce instead of slightly underproduced purple science, I would not have the hassle. Yeah. Oh, thanks for that hydrate again as well. Right, so are we actually going to make some actual science, actually? Now, hopefully we've got a bit of power. Let's have a look-see. What do we need to make it? We need that, and that. So we need the dark purple and the speckly purple. But we also need accumulators. Okay. What did I do on Volcanus? What is the time? 1:45. Okay, we should get this done. I only did like 4, didn't I? Yeah, 4. So let's see if we can do the same here. I think what we need then is more machines making accumulators. Cool. It's almost like the whole planet is kind of geared up to make power-related things. Strange, that. Boop, boop. You're waiting on batteries. Do we have batteries? Must have batteries. Some. I think we could probably upgrade these now, couldn't we? Give them their red belting and everything. Cool. Good old bots, eh? Solving all my problems for me. How are we doing on the power? Oh, I got uncommon ones as well, haven't I? So I could maybe replace a few of those. I did have, oh, there it is. Put them in, maybe. Can I see how many of those I've got easily? Not easily. Be on there somewhere. Yeah, be on there somewhere. Oh, we've also got some level 3 ones as well. Nice. Why are you not made anything? Ah, because the recipe is not set. Because it was read ingredients, setting, yeah, set requests. Cool. We've got quality modules in. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so if we were going to do 4 of these, what would be a good arrangement? Because we've got 2 fluids, which we kind of need to pass in different ways. It's important to pass fluids. That's all I'll say. So maybe if we go 1, 2, 3, is that going to work? I think so. Could do them the other way around, actually. As in, no. Then nowhere to go. In fact, if I do that, because where is the bright pink is there, isn't it? So if we did 1, 2, 3, wait, 2, 3. I flip that maybe? Don't think that really matters. And then I move all of that so that it's on the end. Yeah, because I mean, I got both of them here, and they need both, don't they? Oh no, they just need the supercapacitors. Okay. I was just thinking we could belt it rather than. There's no point botting it over, is there? Yeah. So if this was there, because we had quite a lot of excess from pink, didn't we? Right, pink. How much would you... Well, let's have a look. You need a couple of them. And then, what did we do on volcanoes? We need... Oh no, we had 4 prods on that. Okay. Wow. So, actually... Oops. Do that then. Do. Cool. And the accumulators, the supercapacitors, we could just try and belt over. Oh, I've only put them 2 apart. And then like that. Do a splits here. Like so. Whoops. So that getting both of those. We want accumulators coming in though, as well. Yeah, my brain is starting to go. So if I just copy that, what do? You put that on. So I don't really want you botting them over. Let's just do 30. So, and then we need these going in the logistics system anyway. In fact, if I move both of those, whoops. Right. You know, because if we're going to stick them in rockets, and then I don't know what I did on volcanoes, but let's do 1,000. Just like the backup. Make sure you've got pink on you. Cool. Power it up. It's not powered. Where's my nearest thingy? Let's do that there. So, how much of the bright pink do you need? 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12. How much excess are you producing? Probably not enough. Because you needed 2.2, so 4.4. And then it's only making 0.3 extra. Right. I wonder if a single speed will slightly improve there. So it's 2.2, 4.4, 3. It's basically making 3 extra. So that only feeds one of these. So I definitely need, oh, 2 of them rather, doesn't it? It's 3 extra. No, 1 is, wow, okay. 7, 3, yeah. So I'm feeding 2, I need 2 more. So we'd certainly need another one of these. Oh. Definitely need to fix me autosave. It's on way too aggressive. Oh, that's all empty. Why is that empty? Oh, because that's the holmium, isn't it? Which we know is going to be a little bit pathetic. You need a chest of stone. Need power. Holmium solution is just not happening. Because why? Because we're out of holmium ore. Of course we are. I did obviously put quite a big demand on it there for 500. Make it 250. And we're also using a lot of the machines that use the ore, use the plate. Also, bots are obviously being lazy, because they're always lazy. Yeah, and this has declined quite a bit, hasn't it? Oh, in fact, that's all dead. It's all dead. It's dead, mate. It's dead. In which case, let's grab this one. Yeah, this is weird that you can't get rid of these at all now, unless you're there. I assume that's deliberate and not some sort of accidental bug. That seems a very weird restriction. I mean, what's the point of having super force build if you can't super force build? Oops. Very strange. Okay. Oh, I was going to put in the... What did it? What's what did it? I'll build it. This and got like random bits of random scrap. Something like that. Whoops. Cool. Where did it? Awesome. More scrap. Great head lasagna. Oh, so I'm making a ragu. So, in theory, I could if I had sheets of lasagna. I can't. So my dinner is actually going to be a fry. Well, sort of a fry up ish. Basically, I've got some bacon left over from the ragu and got some mushrooms left and what else? Bread and stuff. So I guess probably more accurate to say it'll be a fried sandwich, basically. Fry up sandwich. So. Leftovers is a better way of putting it. How long are you streaming for today? So till 6, which is now, basically. So I'm basically going to be stopping in a minute. I wanted to get this science pack made. 6 entities have been damaged. Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to get a few science packs made, basically, so that we're then ready to go tomorrow. That means more holmium solution. So I think that's now sort of coming through, maybe, if we get enough stuff. But yeah, we need to kind of feed it in here. And then we will have made holmium. I just wasted a bunch there. Holmium science stuff thing. Words. Cool. And then boop, de boop, de boop. There it is. Your pink Kool-Aid. In which case, oh, and we got a second silo as well. Nice. In which case, we can get the Fulgora Express and turn on those orders. Kind of. We can do recyclers. Yeah, so I think we can do all of them now. Ish. And what we can do is, in fact, I might just turn that one off and then, actually. I want to add them on eventually, but what we want is 1,000 of your finest pink sciences. So we're kind of ready to go. So these, if we ever get enough holmium, what we need to do is basically scale up the scrap processing. You know, we do have a nice island there and got that bit there and etc, etc. So we do have the scrap within easy reach. We could even do a train thing across there. Might do that. It's this basically. It's because this is not enough to really do what we need to do basically. So we need to scale up on that side, but then we've got plenty of space here, so that should not be a problem. And here, we could even order in, I was just thinking about that, and I didn't do anything about it, but we could order in some cliff explosive. So what we could do is this one, we could add on cliff explosive, I think, because I think I'm making it on, so it needs to come from Nalvis. Not enough to fill one rocket. Available on planet 0. So I know I'm making it here, aren't I? I'll just do this bit. Yeah, so we're making cliff explosive there. Am I not making it at all on? Because I don't think it's one that's restricted to location, is it? So am I making cliff explosive here? Because I know I'm bringing in. No, I'm not. Okay, let's just quickly do that then. Or I will forget. Where's my bot area here? What are they? Because it's calcite is the thing. But otherwise it's barrels. Are we making barrels? Barrels. No. Okay, so we need to make barrels. That's weird. I usually set up stuff like that. Yes, so I think they need explosive, didn't they? So if we do it, in fact, why don't I do a use one of them? So boop, and then if I do, in fact, do it like that, we can make that one barrels and do a direct thing into that one there, and that one can be the. This is where I discover it is locked, weirdly. No, lets me do that. That's perfect. So that's then requesting them in there. We need to put that. Why has that not worked? Oh, I guess it wouldn't because the physical thing's not there. That needs to just turn on if there are not enough barrels. It goes below 20, say. What's it set it on? 1. Okay, cool. So put barrels in for me, thank you please. And then set the recipe there. Set the recipe there. Can't see them. There. There. The thing's coming. Explosive aren't, because explosive is on a belt. Grenade should be doable, yeah. Barrels will depend on this machine. That's steel. Coal. I'd like to see it make one. That's that belt being built in. So that'll give us cliff explosives on Nalvis. So then we can say on Fulgora Express, cliff explosives and bring them in from Nalvis. And then they will be delivered here, and we can use them to just. I don't want to get rid of the plateau-y things. 4 entries are destroyed. Oh! Crikey. Why are you flying across there? That's a very random place for you to be going. I'm guessing they're flying across like that. How about then? We. Oh, there's no one in range. There's nothing in range. That's annoying. You have to use right click now for artillery. Filling about with things. Cool. Okay, so we have made pink sciences. In fact, we've made a couple of 250 or something. So we could do a pink science next time. I will. Yes, so I think that's it. We have machines running, and say we need to do scrap next time, or get more scrap, process more scrap. Then we can do the researches, that require the pink stuff. Whether we'll finish Fulgora tomorrow, I don't know. I kind of doubt. Where's my schedule? There it is. Yeah, maybe. I don't think we will, because Volcanus, we had the advantage that I was further ahead when we restarted it, so it might be next Saturday when we do the final bits of Fulgora, maybe. I think I'm less... Am I less bothered? I'm not sure. I was going to say I was less bothered about finishing all of them. I think I do want them. Because what we'll have then with Volcanus and Fulgora is the ability to do the super landfill, which obviously makes some of the problems go away in terms of building rail on Fulgora. So then we can bring in scrap a lot more easily, or process it wherever and bring it in, or take power wherever we want to go. So eventually that will unlock that. But yes, hopefully the plan is to make a lot of progress tomorrow on Fulgora. Whether we do all the sciences or not, as I say, I don't know, but should be done by next Saturday. If not, we will then make our triumphant return, because the big thing I want from Fulgora is the Tesla towers, so that we can go into Gleba with, all of them, mech armor, all of the super lovely new toys from Volcanus, I guess artillery isn't a new toy, but artillery and Tesla towers and Tesla guns and what have you from Fulgora, and make our glorious and triumphant return to Gleba to impart some freedom to the locals. And then, I'll have to get over my hang-ups about building on Gleba. Obviously, we're kind of botting everything now, so that should help out as well. But yeah, obviously then Gleba for a few weeks, I would guess. It's the one I'm least familiar with because of the changes they made. And then Aquilo and on to the edge of the star system. I will probably end this series when we do hit the edge of the star system. I won't go make a base. I might do one attempt or something to get to the Shattered Planet or something. But yeah, the whole point of this is just to play it to victory, basically, and then we'll see where we are, because whether I want to try and do... I'm kind of hoping it all wraps up by the end of the year, basically. And then we could start a new series. I could play just version 2 or something, without the expansion. Yeah. Or pick up Satisfactory, Tectonica, and Dyson Sphere program, maybe. I don't really have wishes for Christmas. I'm afraid I'm a bit old for, by the way, I'm a bit old for Christmas wishes. What I'll probably ask for is money, basically. What I want to do is I want to build a proper PC. As part of solving the problems we're having with like cameras and stuff, is build a proper little mini PC. Not a powerful thing, but to basically run the streaming for me rather than having to do everything on the same system. It won't be. It really just needs a capture card in it, and they're quite expensive. And the rest of the system probably, effectively the capture card will be half the price, basically, because it needs to be a 4K one. So that'll probably ask for money to get that. I also want a better mic, so I want the Shure XM7 that everyone uses for podcasting, and that'll probably use up all that money. But I also need I want a single seater like chair. For the other room, because it's a sort of a 2-seater at the moment, and it doesn't really fit, basically, so I want to switch that up where it is. So I'm sure that's more than enough money. The other problem, and I didn't realise, I've not really talked about it, and I'm not going to, but I had a car accident earlier this week. So what will actually probably happen is I will have to pay for some repairs to my car, and the money will basically fill in the gaps that creates. So that's the reality of what will happen. What I hope to happen is some new bits for streaming and a sort of a comfy chair. Steam game I want the most at the moment is Stalker 2, because I'm going to buy it, basically, because it comes out on Wednesday, and I'm hoping for that to be my kind of Christmas game, where basically when I get to veg out and there's no demands on my time, I'll be trying to play Stalker 2, because I was a big fan of Stalker when it came out when I was, how old was I? I would have been 20 odd or something. So it would shortly after university, basically. But yeah. So yeah, cool. I think that's it. I think that's all the comments on chat. I guess just a note, as all of my videos have been, I suppose, in the metrics kind of world of YouTube, they've all been flopping recently, the Friday Facts ones. It's fully what I was expecting, obviously, with the speculation all done and everyone playing it, and the topics they've been covering on the Friday Facts haven't been, big gangbusters. But the most recent one I think was very interesting. It was all about the deep dive on the cargo pod. So if you want my take on it, and I do my usual thing of kind of over-explaining everything, so if you want that sort of stuff from me, that is has gone live, went live at 12 o'clock GMT today. I have no idea, they've not, what they did last time when they stopped the Friday Facts is they announced they were stopping them, so I'm kind of expecting them to do the same, and they haven't been, so I guess those are just going to continue. I hope they do more of the deep dives. I really enjoy them. It's very interesting, I think, and I enjoy making the videos on them as well, but I am also, as I say, writing scripts and hopefully going to film some other videos, so don't abandon my YouTube channel if you've been enjoying my content. Hopefully some of that will be of interest. But say, if you want to check out the latest Friday Facts read-through video, that is on the channel from, as I say, from 12 o'clock today. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Same time, same place, same channel. And again, continuing on with Fulgora, hopefully trying to finish it, but probably not. If you want to check out in the VODs for my series, or you want to go back and look at my archive of Friday Facts videos, where what I used to do, what people kind of know me for, is like really in-depth, detailed, exhaustive read-throughs and discussion, but also a whole load of speculation. So you can go back at those and see all the stuff I got wrong. And they're all on my YouTube channel, as well as archives for the VODs for all of this series, as well as all the other Factorio series I did for version 1, which there's loads of, and things like Satisfactory, Tectonica, Dyson Sphere program playthroughs as well. There's the Discord link. Someone was asking about that earlier on. That is the Discord link. As you can see, it's complete gibberish, so no wonder I didn't remember it, but you can join the Discord there if you want to. I'm not that active on Discord. It's just not, I'm not active on socials at all. There is the Twitter thing there. I need to add on the Blue Sky because I kind of prefer the atmosphere over there. But unfortunately, it doesn't let you schedule tweets or whatever you call them, skeets, I think they call them on Blue Sky. So that makes it a little difficult for me to post about the videos. So yes, so that's all of the stuff. Hope you all have a good evening. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio Space Age. Thanks for watching. Cheers.